Hey everyone, crows have just arrived because I threw out some tuna because I had a lovely food delivery. I'll tell you about that later, but we'll do this first. So crows are here, okay? So what have you got, crows? You wanted me to go over there before. Hi, crow. How you going? Hear the siren? And I asked them if I had to bring the camera and they all flew away, and that meant yes. What have you got now? What have you got? They weren't there before. You're very clever. How do you do that? I know you're in different dimensions. You're in the 3rd dimension, the 4th dimension, definitely the 5th dimension. What about the 6th dimension? And the 7th dimension? What about the 8th dimension? And the 9th dimension? Is there a 10th dimension? How many dimensions are there? How many, Crow? We're in the 3rd dimension. The 3 pigs. Well, I'm not walking there. That's where it was sloshy. The antenna. The EMR. The MK Ultra. The vaccine. The geoengineering. And the pigs. What's this about? So there's one under here. Hear that? So we're hot on that one. Looks like they're putting a fire to... Oh. So I put this here like ages ago because look, it used to be like a signpost. See the other end where the yellow flag is? Well, there obviously was one here. So, and I tripped over it a few times. So I thought, well, and because I used to fill these with little cactuses and succulents and put dirt in them because I'd use their heads, and I thought, what a waste with the bodies. So just for fun and just for safety, that's always been on there. Oh, there's 2 rocks there, 3 rocks, 4 rocks. Rock on. 4 rocks. There's 4 rocks in on this, not 3. Well, there's 3 on this side and 1 on that side. Far out. And this one is pointing to the big rock. Far out. I'm good, aren't I, Crow? Wow. Oh, I'm cold. Okay, so that's that one sorted. Well, it's documented on video. Okay, let's figure this out again. So there's definitely a kid involved, or a doll. And there's 3 on this side, and we know who they are. And there's a target in the middle, or something. I just used to go round and round in circles, just for colour. Because I made a mobile out of milk bottle lids. And then the guy at the shop wouldn't give them to me anymore, because someone else wanted them, because they were collecting them for, I don't know, body parts or something. Like they recycle them into body, I don't know, something inside the body or whatever. So I didn't get any more milk lids. Alright, so let's get back to this. Now we've got a hole in this. Hi, Crow. There's a black cat over there. Wow. Haven't seen that cat for at least a month. What does a black cat symbolise? Pretty good luck, I reckon, like 13 and crows. But it's always symbolises evil, isn't it? So I'm going to do a video later about inversion, because none of you are understanding what's going on. And I can prove it with 86 and 99 in Maxwell Smart. So we'll have an inversion story time tonight, and we'll have, he just glided through. And gee, they're beautiful. Where's the other one? And such a perfectionist. What's his name? Alan, the tractor man, the other day. Like I came out to, like, he was going around in circles and I was in the bus, and then I thought, there's nothing worse as a tractor driver to be driving and mowing and getting all caught up in wire and wrecking, like, just not good, right? So I knew where that cat is now, that there's a big pile of wood, because it was all along the fence, and I made it, and I used to take, every time I'd walk up there, I'd take a plank, and there was still heaps of planks because no one else would do it. And because the grass started to grow, well, then I just didn't care, did I? So I told him, and he's obviously lifted his little boom shaver mulch grass thing on the back of the tractor, and see how it's a little bit. So I helped him, and yeah, it was good. So that was good. Alright, so what was I talking about? Inversion. Alright, so we've got this one here. So I'll take note afterwards. I'm not going to touch it, and I don't think the crows will touch it. And I don't think they'd let any other person or animal touch it. Look at that big bird poo. That's a big one. Red, white and blue, sort of, on both of them. Lamb's ears again. They're not lamb's ears, but they're big lamb's ears. I think it's me with the lamb's ears, like, or it's about silence of everyone's little lamb ears now, because it's sheep, like, you know what I'm talking about? And here's Jesus's, what is it? I don't know, I'm not religious. What is it? The shepherd's thing. Far out. It is too. Wow, let's bring this over here and have display time. Show and tell. And remind me, if I don't do it within the next 36 hours, to do a video on the play school window, the 4 windows. If I don't do it, remind me, because it's important. And it's all to do with this inversion. Or hopefully I'll talk about it with the inversion. Look at that. Very good. Alright, so that's that. Wow. Now I just randomly did that and I didn't even think. See the grid? Far out. Alright. Now we've got one chair on its end as well. That was there the other day too. It's got bird poo on it. 3. And one up the top. And a few on the side. And one thing on here. Half a thing. A bit of a thing. It's got 2. I don't know what that is. And I had an argument with someone today. Well, I didn't even have an argument. It wasn't even an argument. It was just heated passion from one side and oh woe is me on the other side, thinking they're copping it, taking it personally instead of just listening to the words. Anyway, I explained that succulents are cactuses. They're in the cactus family. So that's a succulent. That's a succulent. They're soft leaves. They're like luscious and they're filled with like, well, even this prickly one. So this is aloe vera. But even if I like, this one's a bit dry. Oh, well, see, look how lush that is. So it's succulent. It's a succulent. But it's also a cactus, a prick. So, do you get me? We've all got the dark and the light, the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine. I just wish people would just get over their fucking egos and start friggin' paying attention. Getting serious. Life's serious. We're here for serious fun, aren't we? Or a serious bad shit. I know what I'd rather. And what's this? There's a stick in here. Oh, it's the... What's all this? I'll leave that. It's pointing to the prick. See? Told you. And there's a nice lush one next to it. And there's lush ones this side. Huh. So this one's wrapped around the most massive prick. And this one's pointing to the next massive prick. I'm saying the wrong words. And that green flag is wrapped around the tree with the heart pointing to through there. Oh. See, I'm like 86 and 99. I have to be, because I don't have a partner. Well, we're all got, what I mean by that is we've all got masculine and feminine in us, and usually, like if you hook up with someone and you're in a relationship, usually one is the masculine and one is the feminine, but you still both have the masculine and the feminine. So the pink one's still up, the yellow one's still up, and the green one's still up. I think that's chakra related. I don't know. I think green is the heart. I don't know what the pink is. And the yellow, I know orange is like the sacral, like in the area. Oh, I was like that this morning and earlier. Just so frustrated with people. I've got some good friends, crows and animals. She's my best animal. She was sick for everyone. And I've had sore eyes. Not for everyone, for Terry and Cleo. Well, for everyone. Because I want you all to just frigging snap out of it. You're just in it. You're just so in it. Try and put yourself in someone else's shoes. And I'm going to dedicate a video to the food parcel people that came today. There was a 12-year-old girl, a 14-year-old girl, and a 41-year-old dad. And the dad didn't really want me to talk about pedophilia and stuff. And the girls did. I knew they did. I could tell. And they weren't looking at me. And I said to them, are you looking? And I was fully doing my thing, you know, telling the whole thing. And they were on their, like, computers or whatever in the back seat. And I'm like, are you listening to me? And they're like nodding their heads, and I said, well, if you're listening, look at me. And they fully, like they knew I was serious, because this is serious. And the dad said that they were too young for this. And I'm like, well, poor little Cleo was 4. How would you like it if 3 pigs came and got your girl after you'd done stuff and there wasn't even a woman cop? I don't think he really... The girls took me serious. I told the girls to start from the very first video and go all the way up real quick. Gee, I'm all a bit... I'm not angry. I'm just... I'm leading the army, I think. I think that's what I'm doing. And when it starts, like the bird army, what's that, 2 now? And I've decided to call that the Albatross, the army helicopter. Because when I was talking to the 2 guys with the whippersnipper and the lawnmower thing, ride-on lawnmower thing, it's right. He's the one that told me, he's the one that was right, and I forgot his name, and he said, for expressions of interest, that guy, the one sitting on the mower, he said at some stage Albatross or something, I don't know, during it, and I thought, that's what the army helicopter is, and that siren just then proved it. So I've still got this rubbish, but I've got rid of this rubbish, and that's just the best food parcel ever, and I'll go through that later and do a shout out for them because excellent. Alright,